Okay. Mic check 1 2 1 2. I am the Y2K Collector, and I'm back coming at you with a weekend video here. Just kind of wanted to change things up a little bit. I know I've been talking about a lot of retro games, PlayStation 2, Sega Saturn, but I wanted to do something a little different today and just kind of answer some questions that I had gotten on some of my other videos regarding my Switch collection. And just in the name and in the vein of collecting, I figured I'd share my 10 recommended Switch games for anyone who is starting to collect for the Switch, or has been collecting for the Switch, or is new to collecting for the Switch. These are 10 games that I think are relatively easy to pick up today, and I think they make great additions to any Switch collection. If you're into action games, 2D side scrollers, beat 'em ups, any kind of newer game with that retro feel, I think that these are 10 games that you'll enjoy. Also, I've included some kind of compilation games where you can kind of get, part 1, 2, and 3 on one cartridge, or if it's like a franchise, I've got a couple of those here. So got some interesting stuff with these 10 games, and I'm not going to do any more jabbering or blabbering, and I'm going to get it started. So the first game that I would recommend would definitely be the Trine collection. So this is a great way to experience 4 great Trine games. The thing I love about Trine is definitely the graphics. This is like a 2D side-scrolling game, but just amazing graphics, kind of like an adventure platforming game. You've got some magic in there. You can pick from a few characters and just go on a journey. And I think this is just a great value. I think you could pick this up fairly cheap. I think I got this for like $14.99 a while back. So definitely recommend Trine. Gonna keep the train going here. Second game I recommend is Kaze, or Kaze, however you want to say it, and the Wild Mass. This is a recent release, or this actually came out over the summer. And this is another 2D platformer. Plays a little bit like Donkey Kong, but a pretty cool game. I would definitely recommend this if you're into that style. And this is one, again, you could pick it up relatively easy at any Best Buy or any other, GameStop, one of those. The next game that I would definitely recommend would be Raiden 5 Times or Ex Machina. Raiden 4 rather. I always say Raiden 5 because I also have Raiden 5 as well on the Nintendo Switch. But this is a great game. This came out on the 360. And if you are into space shooters or shmups, this is a great shmup for you to pick up, and it's relatively cheap, relatively easy to get. And I would definitely add that to my Switch collection. Next up, we have another couple cool games here. The one that I've played on this is Child of Light. I downloaded that one. Haven't played Valiant Hearts yet, but Child of Light by itself is a great kind of like adventure RPG game. Really great hand-drawn artwork here on this one. Feels like a storybook just playing Child of Light. Love that game. Great RPG. Definitely check it out for the Switch. Next up, we have another kind of recent release. This came out this year. This is Creature in the Well. This is relatively easy to pick up. This is, again, another 2D kind of like adventure game here. Very cool. I would check it out. All right, and then next up is a game that I've spoken a lot about on this channel. Can't talk about it enough, though. Golden Force. If you have not heard about Golden Force, go download it, play it a little bit. It's a very fun game, 2D platforming action game. It feels like a combination of just like Mario, Mega Man, Golden Axe, all in one. It's just a very, very peculiar game. Check it out. Golden Force. Next up, we have Bladed Fury. This is another very cool 2D side-scrolling hack and slash game. This gives me Odin Sphere vibes, and definitely games of that sort. A lot of combos, hacking and slashing. Very fun 2D game. Again, very easy to get. This is a recent release. You should be able to pick this up at your local game store. Relatively easy, but Bladed Fury is one I would add. And then I'm going to round this the last 3 out with some classics. If you've been collecting for the Switch, or any Switch lovers, you probably know about these already. But Valfaris is definitely one that I would recommend. This is a 2D like shooting slashing game with heavy metal vibes. This is the first game I think I beat on the Switch, to be honest with you. Like, this is the first game I took the time to sit and keep playing until I beat it. And Valfaris is a very fun game if you like side-scrolling action games. It's like Contra, just with swords and all kinds of very cool weapons that you can boost up and level up. Valfaris is a very fun game. Dead Cells is another classic. This is a roguelike game. This was action game of the year, right? I believe, 2018? I want to say 2017, 2018. Correct me. Let me know down in the comments if I'm wrong. But this is a very fun 2D. I love the sprites. Like, this is a very good looking game. The colors, the main character just looks awesome on screen. Very cool weapons. Like this game. Check it out. And then rounding out my top 10, I had to make this the 10th one, Streets of Rage 4. This is very easy to pick up, and I think they're coming out with a new version of this with a lot more DLC on it. So you can probably pre-order that now at your local game website, whether, GameStop, Best Buy, whichever one. But you can download the more recent version than this one. This is the original Streets of Rage 4 that came out a while back. But definitely would recommend you checking it out. Streets of Rage 4 is an amazing beat 'em up game on the Switch. And that does it. Just wanted to come at you with a quick 10 easy to pick up Switch games that I would definitely recommend to anyone starting off their Switch collection. Now is a great time to collect for the Switch. I think the Switch is one of the most collectible consoles ever made, just because of all the different types of games you can play. That you can reach so far back, and in a lot of ways that the Switch eliminates the need to purchase an NES or an SNES, because eventually I think all the classic games that you want to play will be on their network. And the Nintendo network is not a network that I see shutting down anytime soon. So definitely just wanted to give you my opinion on my 10 games that I would recommend to someone new to collecting to the Switch. What would you recommend? What would be your first 10 games that you would purchase if you had to start collecting for your Switch all over again? Let me know down in the comments. And again, thanks for checking me out. I am the Y2K Collector. Have a good one.